Good boy!
His only friends were chains and 3 years of absolute silence. No name, no touch, no one coming. Just a rusted metal chain bolted to a fence post in a forgotten backyard in rural Tennessee, and the sound of wind moving through dead grass while the world went on without him. When animal control finally arrived, they found Max lying flat in the dirt. The chain was so short he couldn't stand fully upright. His paws were raw and cracked, and when the officer knelt down to unclasp that chain, Max didn't move, didn't flinch, didn't look up. He had stopped expecting anything good from a human hand. If you've never subscribed to this channel, this is the story that changes that. Hit subscribe right now. You'll want to be here for what's coming. The shelter named him Max, not because anyone knew his real name, but because they wanted to give him something strong to grow into. For the first 3 weeks, he sat with his back to the kennel door, face to the wall, completely unreachable. Most visitors walked past without stopping. Too shut down, they said. Too far gone. Have you ever looked at someone, human or animal, and seen that they'd completely given up? What did you do? That's when Sarah walked in. She was a retired school teacher in her early 60s who had fostered over 40 dogs. She wasn't there for Max. She'd come to check on a litter of puppies, but something made her stop at his kennel. She later said she couldn't explain it, only that she recognized something in his stillness. Not emptiness, more like waiting. She started sitting on the floor outside his kennel every single day. No baby talk, no pressure. Just her, a book, and silence, letting him decide. On day 5, Max turned and faced the door for the first time. Day 8, he walked over and sniffed her hand. Day 12, she took him home. 3 years on a chain and 12 days of patience. Think about that. Now, here's where this story takes a turn that nobody, not even Sarah, saw coming. Sarah already had a resident at home. Luna was a 14-year-old cat who had gone completely blind from glaucoma 2 years earlier. She navigated the entire house by memory and scent alone. Every corner, every chair leg, every single step mapped inside her mind. Everyone assumed this would be a disaster. A traumatized pit bull fresh off a chain and a fragile elderly blind cat. The shelter volunteers told Sarah to reconsider. Her sister told her she was being reckless. Even Sarah had her doubts. But something made her try anyway. And what happened next is the part of this story that still doesn't feel real. That first introduction, Sarah kept Max on a leash, her heart hammering. Luna came walking out from the hallway, completely calm. She couldn't see him, but she sensed his presence. She stopped, lifted her nose, sniffed the air slowly, then walked directly toward Max and bumped her head against his nose. Max froze, not in fear, in pure, total confusion. Luna had absolutely no idea she was supposed to be afraid of him. She had no visual cue, no warning, no hesitation, just walked straight up to a 65-pound pit bull and said hello. And something about that, about being approached without fear, without flinching, without backing away, unlocked something deep inside Max that months of gentle human care hadn't quite reached. He laid down on the floor and let her walk right over him. What do you think happens to an animal or a person when someone finally approaches them without fear? Within a week, they were inseparable. Luna found Max every morning by scent and curled up against his side like she'd done it her whole life. Max began sleeping with his chin resting on her back, quiet, still, protective. When Luna lost her footing on the stairs, Max positioned himself beside her like a living guardrail, holding steady until she found her balance. A dog who had never been trusted with anything was now someone's entire world. But none of that, not even any of that, prepared Sarah for what she saw 6 weeks in. She heard movement in the living room late one evening and followed the sound. Max was in the corner, nudging something carefully with his nose toward Luna. Small, soft, moving it gently across the floor. It was a tiny toy mouse, Luna's toy mouse, the one she'd batted around the house for years before losing her sight. The one that had disappeared under the couch and been forgotten. Max had found it and brought it back. Nobody taught him that. Nobody told him Luna used to play with it. He had no way of knowing what it meant. He just felt something and acted on it. Sarah said she stood in the doorway and couldn't move for a full minute. Luna reached out and batted the toy once with her paw. Max's tail swept the floor, slow, wide, the first full wag Sarah had ever seen from him in all the weeks he'd been there. When is the last time someone did something that small for you, and it meant absolutely everything? Max was officially adopted 4 months later. He sleeps in a real bed now, a real one, with a blanket that smells like home. He has a name that gets called out with love every single day by someone who chose him when nobody else would. And Luna still finds him each night by scent, pressing her small, warm body against his side until morning comes. The chain is gone. What replaced it is stronger than any metal ever could be. A blind cat with no fear gave a broken dog the one thing 3 years of chains had stolen from him, the feeling that he was worth walking toward, that he was worth the 12 days of patience, worth the risk, worth everything. Some rescues save a dog. This one saved 2 souls at the same time. Do you believe animals can sense pain and fear in each other the way Max and Luna did? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. If this story found you at the right moment, share it with someone who needs it today. Subscribe, because next week's story had our entire team completely silent by the end. You'll want to be here.